Hi, my name is Arpit Bharadwaj from Section 1. My roll number is 21IN 10009. I am here with my DIY project number 2. This is an anti-theft system. Let's head over to the project. These are the components I have used: one Arduino Uno R3, one red LED, a tilt sensor, a photoresistor, a PIR sensor, a gas sensor, and a 1 kilo ohm resistor, three 220 ohm resistors, and four piezo devices. This is a schematic diagram. Let's look into the code and understand what actually happens in the background. Basically, first I have declared three variables. I have created three variables. These are gas sensor readings, photoresistor reading, and PIR sensor reading. Here is the gas sensor, PIR sensor, and the photoresistor respectively. Here is the tilt sensor, and we will look into it later on in the video. First line I have declared the photoresistor, and it will be reading the input from analog pin number A5, and similarly here I have declared gas sensor reading, and it will be reading from analog pin number A0. Similarly, PIR sensor reading, name of variable, it will be reading from analog pin number A1. As you can see, this yellow wire. Similarly, this A0 is for gas sensor reading, and this one is for photoresistor reading. Now looking into the logics, I have set the pin number at 3, which is this LED photoresist, and mapped it to photoresistor reading, the value of photoresistor reading, and ranged it to 0 to 255 just for the sake of brightness. And here is logic for the photoresistor, and logic for the gas sensor, and logic for the PIR sensor. If the photoresistor reading is the value of photoresistor reading is greater than equals to 100, then what it will be doing is setting the pin at 3, that is this one, which is this LED, indeed too high. It will be glowing, and this weight has no physical significance. It is just for purification of the code. For the logic in gas sensor reading, if the value of gas sensor reading variable is greater than 150, the speaker on pin number 12, which is indeed this pin number 12, this piezo device, it will be buzzing with a frequency of 69 Hertz for 1 second. Then again, just for the sake of purification of code, and PIS, for PIR sensor, if the value of this variable is greater than 69, the pin on the speaker on pin number 13, which is this one, will be buzzing with a frequency of 90 Hz. And for this part, which is this tilt sensor, I have added into series with the piezo device. So as it is triggered, the circuit is completed, and this starts buzzing. Now let's start the simulation and look it in action. As the simulation started, let's look at the gas sensor. As you can see, it is buzzing. Most probably you might not be able to hear it because I am using a Bluetooth device, and it is not feasible to record, uh, or you can say monitor the output of your system and simultaneously record your mic. This is just how Linux kernel works. Heading over to the PIR sensor. As soon as it detects body temperature movement, it will start buzzing. See, and when these all have been bypassed, if you try to move the object, see, it starts, and if you put it back, it stops. But if you just pick it up, this photodiode will be deactivated, and this is the highest security alarm with red LED, high security breach. And even if you put it back, or maybe you replace it, it will keep buzzing, because we don't know. We have to check it physically. All of our three measures of security have been breached. That's why. And these are the levels of nothing else importance. And I have made this to protect my headphone devices from my younger brother. Like if he comes around, this PIR sensor gets activated. If he just change its orientation, it gets activated. And if we put it up, picks it up, and then the system will get activated. And there is just a good smoke detector if he somehow tries to snoop in with some sleeping gas or whatnot. So yes, this is my DIY project. Thank you.